Just take a look around you. Right now, I'm willing to bet you're within arm's reach of at least a couple of digital devices. Your phone for sure, maybe a laptop, a smartwatch. There's so much a part of our lives that we barely even notice them anymore. But have you ever stopped to wonder how it all works? Well, that's what we're going to do in this explainer. We're pulling back the curtain on the world of digital devices, from the tech you carry in your pocket to the huge, invisible global network that makes everything possible.
So, let's kick things off with a little riddle. What do your phone, your TV, and even your car have in common? I mean, on the surface, they seem like totally different things, right? But what connects them is that they're all part of this massive, interconnected digital web. And by the end of our journey today, you're going to see how that web connects, well, pretty much everything.
All right, let's dive right in, and we're going to start with what we know best. Section 1 is all about the tech that's literally in your hands, the everyday devices we see, touch, and let's be honest, probably couldn't imagine living without.
And first up, the original gangster, the personal computer. Doesn't matter if it's a big desktop tower or a sleek laptop, you should think of this thing as your digital command center. It really is the jack of all trades, built to handle just about anything you can throw at it, from browsing the web to some heavy-duty creative work. It's the foundation of modern productivity for a reason.
Now imagine taking all that computing power and shrinking it down to fit in the palm of your hand. That's a mobile device. You know, the real game changer here wasn't just the size, it was the freedom. They completely untethered us. All of a sudden, the internet wasn't a place you went to anymore, it was something you just carried with you. And that one shift totally redefined how we communicate, work, and stay entertained.
But our digital world isn't just about these all-purpose machines. For our next section, we're going to look at the specialists. You know, the devices that are designed to do one or two things, but do them incredibly well. Whether that's for work, for being creative, or just for having fun.
Just think about any modern office. Instead of having a separate printer over here, a scanner over there, and a clunky copier in the corner, you've got one machine that handles it all. These multifunctional devices are the ultimate space savers. They're the real workhorses that turn our digital ideas into physical documents and vice versa, making everything so much smoother. And of course, there are the devices built purely for fun and relaxation. Gaming consoles have gotten so powerful they can throw us into these stunning, immersive digital worlds. And smart TVs, they've completely transformed our living rooms into these amazing hubs for streaming movies, shows, and all kinds of other media.
Next up are the devices that let us capture our world. Digital cameras. They've totally revolutionized how we document our lives, right? But the word camera is actually pretty broad, because capturing one single perfect moment is a very different thing from capturing a story that unfolds over time. And that's the key difference you see right here. On the left, you've got still cameras. They're designed to freeze a single, high-resolution slice of time. Think about professional photography, you're just snapping a family photo. But over on the right, video cameras are built to capture thousands of images every minute to create the illusion of motion. That's absolutely essential for everything, from a Hollywood movie to a simple video call.
Okay, so we have all these amazing devices for creating and consuming content. But here's the billion-dollar question. How do they actually work together? I mean, how does a photo you take on your camera in one country end up on your friend's phone on the other side of the planet, like instantly? Well, the answer lies in an incredible infrastructure that most of us never even see.
So it's time to go behind the scenes. In this section, we're going to explore the unseen digital backbone, this powerful, hidden network that basically acts as the central nervous system for our entire connected world.
And the unsung hero of this entire digital world is the server. So what is it really? Well, you can think of a server as a super powerful computer, but with a twist. It doesn't have a screen or a keyboard. Its one and only job is to serve up data to other computers, which we call clients. So your phone and your laptop are clients. Every single time you stream a movie or visit a website, you are sending a request to a server somewhere. And as we're about to see, they come in a few important flavors.
First up, you have file servers. And honestly, these are the ultimate organizers. The best way to think of them is like a giant, shared digital filing cabinet. They give businesses a central, secure place to store, manage, and share all their important files across a network.
Then, you have application servers. Now, if file servers store the data, these guys are the ones that actually run the programs. Think about a huge online video game. The game itself doesn't really run on your device. It's running on a bunch of powerful application servers, and you're just connecting to it. This is great because it means the company can update the game for millions of people at once without you having to lift a finger.
And finally, there are web servers. These are the tireless messengers of the internet. When you type a website address into your browser and hit enter, a web server somewhere in the world gets that request, finds the right page, and sends it flying back to your screen in an instant. They literally host the entire World Wide Web.
Okay, so we know servers are out there, on the internet, and our devices are right here with us. So how do we bridge that gap? Well, that's the job of communication devices, and the most important one in your house is your router. The easiest way to think of a router is like a traffic cop for your digital life. It takes all the requests from your phone, your laptop, your TV, and directs them to the right servers on the internet. And then it makes sure all the responses come right back to the correct device.
So we've looked at our personal devices and we've uncovered the hidden servers that power them. But you know what? The story doesn't end there. Technology is now being woven directly into the fabric of the world all around us, making everyday objects, well, smart. A perfect example of this is the GPS in your car or on your phone. Ever wonder how it knows exactly where you are? It's this amazing three-step dance that happens in a blink of an eye. First, your device sends out a signal. Second, a whole bunch of satellites orbiting the Earth pick it up, and using some really clever math, they triangulate your precise location. And finally, that data is used to calculate and show you a route right there on your screen. It feels seamless, but it's powered by a global network.
The piece of tech that makes things like GPS possible is often an embedded system. And what's that? It's basically a tiny little computer that has one, and only one, very specific job, and it's built right into a larger device. I promise you, you have dozens of these in your home right now. In your washing machine, controlling the cycles, in your car's engine, in your microwave, they're everywhere.
Now for decades, these little embedded systems just did their one job, quietly, in the background, all on their own. But then someone had a brilliant idea. What happens when you give these little single-purpose computers the ability to connect to the internet?
Well, that's when you get the Internet of Things, or IoT. This is a gigantic network of connected devices, all chattering away, communicating and sharing data. They often use sensors to notice changes in the world around them, like temperature, light, or motion. Think of a smart thermostat that learns your routine and warms up the house before you get home, or that fitness tracker on your wrist that monitors your health in real time. That's the IoT in action right there. So, let's bring this all home. We started this journey with the computer on your desk and the phone in your hand. From there, we went behind the scenes to the massive, unseen servers that power our digital lives. And we ended with these tiny, specialized computers embedded in the world all around us. The big takeaway here is that none of these devices live in a bubble. They are all part of a single, massive, and growing ecosystem. Which leads us to one final, pretty mind-bending question. As more and more everyday objects get their own tiny, connected brains, what will our world even look like next?